No real trading angles yesterday. I think it was vital that Leyton Orient get that first half goal, given Stevenage's nil-nils at half-time away and their ability to keep 50% of those nil-nil at full time. So that was absolutely vital. But no real trading angle there. Quite happy to have taken on the away sides if they were leading. Barcelona did exactly what was expected, but got the goal far too early. So that is in line with that, despite the international break. Enough motivation to stay top and increase the gap on Real Madrid. Today, this is more like it, isn't it? And over this weekend, we're going to get the introduction of our summer leagues. Got a couple of them this weekend. Very exciting stuff because they will serve you well all the way through to August. Let's have a look through today. It's your usual secondary league stuff with Austria and Belgium. 2.55 the favourite, 2.25 the favourite, suggest in-play stats there. Danish Super League is split into the relegation group and the championship group. And it's a country I like to trade, but perhaps at this stage we're going to have trouble reading these matches. That would be my only concern. Readability there. English Championship, Sheffield United against Coventry. This is going to be a fascinating litmus test of where Fat Frank's Coventry are in relation to the big guns. This, I think, is where the challenge table will come in handy. But this is a top five clash. So do expect it to be more competitive than usual. But the huge motivating factor for the Blades is they go top with a win. More importantly, Burnley are only 2 points away. This is priceless, automatic promotion, rather than this heartache here, which Burnley are stuck in. So Sheffield United, plenty of motivation. Coventry too have motivation to remain in the playoff places. They're not going to be automatically promoted this season. They've got to stay in the top six. But Bristol City breathing down their necks. Middlesbrough, Blackburn, Watford, Millwall, any sides on 50 plus points are waiting in the wings for Coventry to slip up. They haven't been doing so recently. Been really solid. That 3-0 against Sunderland, I think, could be important in giving them the confidence to believe they can beat second. Let's have a look at the challenge table, which I think will reveal more about where Coventry are compared to Sheffield United. You can't dismiss, of course, Lampard's influence. That could be a difference, but you can't discount Coventry, particularly after that recent Sunderland win. Another top five, top six side. As you can see, recent form in 2025 has been superb for both teams. Both teams have lost to Leeds, so that's notable. Both teams have lost to relegation-threatened sides in Hull City and Derby County, so that's interesting as well. Challenge table. There, that reveals it all, doesn't it? Both teams, actually. Sheffield United against the top seven struggled to score that second goal. If Coventry can keep them to a single goal today, they might be in with a shout. Note those 1-1s. Yes, it was 2-2 last head-to-head, but that was pre-Lampard. Problem for me with Coventry is a season-long inability to beat the top seven away from home and an inability to not concede 2 goals against the top three, home or away. Was that beating of Sunderland a signal that this poor pattern would continue or end? So that's a fascinating match today. It's into the realms of derby-style match. Given the must-win status, we'll be taking on any late draw, I suspect, or any potential second-half draw as well. But do note Sheffield United's trouble scoring that second goal against top sides, but note Coventry's conceding of 2+ goals against the top three this season. Strasbourg and Lyon, 2.4 the favourite. It's all about where they are at the moment. Strasbourg and Lyon, well, this is going to be a European place 6-pointer. Strasbourg must take points off their nearest rival, and then they will catapult them over into 5th place. So a vital match for both teams. I think research is a little redundant there. French League 2 brewing up nicely. Just having a look at the standings, really. Just keep tabs on who needs what, where the motivations lie, because we're going to be following this league now until its conclusion. Lorient, superb the other day, going top with a win. So we've got Lorient and Metz in the automatic promotion spots. So Paris FC, things are going to get urgent for them. If they can dig out a win, they can potentially move into that automatic spot. Dunkirk will be looking at breaking into 50 points, but they're on a 2-match losing run at the moment. Sides outside of the top 5, Laval are the nearest, and Nancy can arguably get there. Bastia need to break into the 40-point barrier to have a shot at a top 5. And at the bottom, Seine must break the 20-point barrier, but they look down. So I wouldn't be focusing too much on Seine matches from now on myself. Martigues and Clermont, their goal, well, both of these two sides, I believe their goal is to get that relegation playoff place realistically. 30 points is a key if they're going to wriggle out of this. Go to 29, go to 28, can break that 30-point barrier, bring all this lot into the equation, all the way up to Pau, if they can break that 30-point. So Clermont, Martigues getting rather urgent, I think. Rodez and Red Star, Amiens and Troyes keen on the wins. So plenty going on. You can see that Red Star there. Martigues must start winning. Dunkirk as well. They've just lost a little bit of momentum. So plenty to play for there. By Leverkusen and Bochum, you'd expect that kind of 1.22, and you'd expect a goal before half-time for Bayer, but they have been a little under the weather of late, but they are still banging with the title, particularly with Bayern Munich slipping up now and again. Bundesliga 2 will be the same as French Ligue 2, all about the standings at the moment. And at the bottom, Preußen Munster, Hertha Berlin, a little too near the relegation zone. Ulm, with a win, go to 23, and again, we've got that relegation playoff place, so that makes that very appealing in the highly likely event that they don't shake themselves out of the bottom 3. Jan Regensburg increasingly adrift, but again, if they can get to that magic 20, could give them a lift. And at the top, Hamburg, a chance to go back to the Bundesliga automatic promotion spot. FC Köln, a chance to go back up as well for them. Should be in the top flight, those two, along with Hertha Berlin, but they're not going to be there in 14th place. Paderborn, with a win, could go equal on points at the top, but not so on goal difference. Kaiserslautern could break into the top 3. It's a very miserly league, only 3 places available at the top. So Magdeburg, Hanover, Nuremberg, Dusseldorf, Elversberg, anything in the 40s has a realistic shout at a top 3 place. These top 3 cannot slip up. That's why you're starting to see the W's. But this lot have to get stuck in now. They have a realistic chance, and there's only 3 places available. So you expect this to be competitive to the death if mathematically these sides have a shout at the top 3. Irish Premier Division, Irish First Division will be our summer leagues. A little bit too early to start giving predictions. We're getting a good number of matches under our belts, so that will be readable once we get into April onwards. Serie B, Spezia against Brescia. Spezia, very strong favourite today. Is there any motivation for them? Indeed, there is. Go to 58 points, Spezia, with a win today, and 60 is the magic mark. Note, Pisa's 2 losses recently. So must-win territory for Spezia. Quite simple. That's why there's such warm order. It's kind of a match I would shortlist for sure as a pre-match readable match. Brescia, well, they could go out of the relegation zone with a win. Talk about all to play for. Don't expect a draw in this one. 3 points could change the season. That's the kind of match I like to focus on. Eredivisie tend to be goals for traders. Work our way down. I think, do we have any Spanish football today? Just La Liga 2, Tenerife and Granada. Again, where are they? Probably down the bottom. Tenerife in the relegation zone and will remain there, I think. 10 points, 12 points adrift of 18th. They've got 2 wins in 3, but they've got to start winning everything from now on. They are at home to Granada. Granada are up here. Could break into that magical 50-point barrier and have a shot at the promotion playoffs. So again, like that previous match, plenty to play for both teams at different areas of the league, like Spezia and Brescia. Season changes potentially for both teams with 3 points. So it's looking increasingly unlikely Tenerife will be able to get out of the bottom 3. Those are the main matches today. I will be joining members tomorrow. Potential live stream. We've got no Premier League tomorrow because of the FA Cup, but we've got the start of 2 of our summer leagues. See if you can spot those leagues either Sunday or Saturday. So let me just confirm that. Yep, exciting stuff. Tomorrow sees the beginning of the Norwegian Eliteserien. Key teams there, Bodo Glimt, are going to probably dominate the league yet again. And we've also got the Swedes, the Swedish Allsvenskan. That's a humdinger to start. Djurgården were excellent at home last season. Malmo likely title contenders. And the Superettan can be readable now and again, but it does lack a little bit of trustworthiness, like going into English League 2. So those are our summer leagues. Get to know them well. They'll serve you well over the summer season. And a narrow focus like that, you'll get to know them very well, get to know the patterns, and find some very decent trades. So looking forward to that. Have a great day. I might be up and about for members, but day off today because I'll be working for you tomorrow and Sunday. As you can see, busy. Despite the FA Cup, we've got the Championship League 1, likely League 2 as well. FA Cup, probably not going to be trading. Treat them like a derby. Fulham and Crystal Palace, London derby. Brighton and Nottingham Forest, all Premier League, making it even more difficult to decipher. Have a great Friday. I'll see members of footballtrainingprofits.com tomorrow for a very appealing coupon.